Hi everybody. I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe out there with this weather. Today I'm going to design this flip-flop into this design. Okay. Now what you need, the materials you need pliers. These are Bead pliers, but you need any kind of pliers will do. You need some scissors. You need a clamp. You need a ruler. You need bling bling. This is bling ribbon, and it comes in 2 colors in Walmart, gold and white. And if you can't get that, you could get also the diamond wrap, which it comes in the dollar store, and they have it in yellow and pink and in blue, and today I'm using pink. And you need a needle holder and a needle, and you could get a needle number 7 or 6, it will do. Then you need fishing wire. You could get bead wire or ribbon, doesn't matter, or even yarn, anything that's gonna wrap it, but I like to use the fishing wire. And then you're gonna need a E6000. This one broke, but you're gonna need E6000. And then you're gonna need the design that I made. You're gonna need 3. These design, I made it with the plastic canvas. I cut it into little blocks, and then I glue the diamond. I mean the diamond wrap, the pink one I used, and the white. Then I glued it on it and let it sit, and then use it for the material. So you need to make your own. You can make these by buying your own. And then you're gonna need 2 long strips. I don't know the measurement of this, but 2 long strip with the white one in the middle. And this one is measure 19 centimeters. Then you need one for the middle. I usually let it long, and then I cut it in the end. Then you're gonna need two of these is for the side. And the measurement, since these are size 9 and 10 of sandal size, the measurement is 90 centimeters. Okay. All right. So let us start. To start, you need some new pair of flip-flops also. All right. Let us start. Okay, to start, you have to take your flip-flop and turn it over, and then you need to take the pliers, and on the top up here you push it in. Always do it from the top, and here is going to be the top also. Push it in. It's a beautiful day outside today. It's not cold. I'm glad, because we had a lot of cold weather last week, and plus we had a lot of rain. Put your flip-flop to the side, and we're going to take the strap, and this side over here is going to be size 7. not mistaken, but it's a size 7 centimeters. But let me make sure it is 7 centimeters, that I'm right. Nope, I think it's an 8. I'm wrong. So 8 centimeters. Okay. So, as I always say, for you to know the short one of the strap is the inside of the flip-flop. That's the short side. So we're going to cut the long part. Okay. Always cut the long part, because that's what's going to give you extra for going across, for the strap across your foot. Always have to be the long part you have to cut. All right, so I'm going to trim this down. If you have a nail filer, you could nail it down. I mean, file it down, smooth it down, so it could be nice and smooth if you want. Okay, I think this is good. All right, now I'm going to measure 8 centimeters because that's what my flip-flop is. For this, if you have a marker, you can mark it right there. But what I do is I just use my finger and I just to make sure it is. Make sure it's from the bottom. The measurement, always have to measure. So here we go. And then I just cut it from there. I will put this to the side. And I'm going to take both the same ones, they look alike, and I'm going to sew them together. But as you see, this is sticking out. I'm going to cut that and make it even, flat, straight. Okay. Now what you do is you sew it. You go around with the needle, a couple laps. Make sure you sew from each side, the middle, this side, and this side. On both sides, going around. All right, I'm going to sew it now. Okay, I finished sewing it, as you can see. And the measurement of this, it should be maybe 21 or 22. Well, I don't know. So it's the measurement of it is 21. It's 21. As you can see, it's 21. So now for you to put the middle part on, you always take the bottom of it and you make sure it's lined up together and hold it there. Then go all the way up to the top, and with your needle, this is how I find the center. You could also, if you want to, but this is the way I find the center. You could also, if you want to, mark it with the margin marker. But I'm just gonna take the needle, hold it there, and take my pliers and push the needle in. And that's the center. That's the center of your middle. That's the middle right there. And now I'm going to sew it together. All right. All right. I finished sewing the middle from the back. I went with the needle across, made my knot, and went out with the needle across. You could do it 1 time across, or 2 times, or 1, doesn't matter, and then cut it. So I finished sewing it, and now I'm going to put the diamond wrap. And to put the diamond wrap, the way you do it is, you don't have to cut the wire yet. You just leave the wire there and take the end of the wire and hold the end of the wire if you want to, or you could put it through the hole if you want to, but I'm gonna take the end of the wire. Let me just, don't like the way that looks. Okay, so I'm going to take the end of the wire and put it on here to measure. Make sure it's the same size. If it doesn't end up in the same size, I always have a little extra in case I have to cut it. So I'm gonna start from here, from right here, and I'm gonna take the wire and I'm gonna take the wire and put it right between the white diamond wrap, and I'm gonna put my finger right there. The first one, you could wrap it maybe like 4 times, and then the next one 4 times or 3 times will be good. And you keep going down while you're doing this. Just go down with your finger and then wrap it. In the beginning I always do like 3 or 4 times, and then I end up doing 3 or 2. Doesn't matter. If you want to do 3, since this is only two little ones, 2 diamond wrap and 1 strip, you could do 3 wraps. All right, so I'm gonna finish it from there. I'm gonna go all the way down and finish it. Okay, I reached to the end and I'm on the end already. I did 4. Then I'm gonna take, this is where you use the clamp, and you're gonna clamp it, and this is where I'm going to sew it. So it should look like this. This is the way it should look. Okay, now I'm going to sew it. All right, I finished tying it on the back, did my cross over with the needle, and now I have to put the other one in the middle. Now I'm going to put the other bling bling in the middle. Okay, I'm going to wrap it around with the wire just like I did with this. All right. Okay, I finished the middle of the bling bling, and this is the way it should look, like this. Now I didn't tie the back. I still have the needle hanging on to the wire in there, because I'm going to put it right with this. Okay, this goes like this. All right, so just gonna sew it right through here. You could glue this on if you want to first and then sew it, but I'm just going to sew it, and I want to make sure it's lined up with the same. Okay, so I'm going to take it and sew it from the back. Right in the middle. Make sure that you measure that it's the same level. You know, that way one won't be longer up than higher than the other one. So I'm going to sew it. Sorry about that. I'm going to sew it in and out, then in and then out with the needle. Oops. With the needle. You sew in that way, sorry, and then you go back in there, going all the way up. All right, so I'm gonna finish it up. Okay. Okay. All right, I finished sewing the middle. It's nice and tight. It's not going nowhere. I sewed it in and out. If you want to glue it, like I said, you could glue it, but I just sew it going all the way straight in out, in, out, in, out, going all the way to the top. That's how I did it. Okay, and this is the way it's supposed to look. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side, and now I'm going to put the bling bling on the flip-flop. So this measurement is like 90 centimeters because this is a size 9 and size 9 and 10. I have to see what I have there. I have something glue in there. Gotta take that out. All right, so I'm gonna use, to glue it, I'm gonna use the E6000 to glue it, the diamond wrap around it. Okay, just like I said, you always go around, start from the back of the heel, and you go around and around, so you could get every part, you know, when you put in down the diamond wrap, it'll be able to stay in. So this is the last I have to do, and then I'm done. It's still a beautiful day out here. The birds are tweeting, and it's just a little windy, but it's not that cold like it was the other day. The other day was really cold. So it's pretty nice today. After the rain we got, it was so cold and the temperature went down after the rain. But today is nice. All right, let me finish up. Smooth it down. You know, nice and smooth, and make sure you measure it. Make sure it's lined up even on both, on the top and on the bottom. Make sure it's nice and even. This is why I always even it. All right. Okay, almost done here. This is the last of this video. And I want to thank everybody for watching my DIY channel and my other channels. Please subscribe and share my channel to everybody. Thank you. Okay, smooth it down, and make sure it's nice and smooth. Usually in the middle of the curve is where you have to put a little extra because it always pops up because it's curved. All right, now line it up. Always line it up. This is the front area, so you have to make sure you line it up really good on the front. All right. You could put Gorilla Glue or the crazy glue from the dollar store that will hold it too, or the hot glue. It's your choice, wherever you have, you know, that you have to use. Just be careful with the hot glue, because the hot glue is very hard to deal with. This is why I don't really quite use the hot glue on the diamond wrap, because I'm always getting burned every time when it comes to that hot glue. I got burned so many times because it drips everywhere. All right, we're almost done. Almost getting to the finish. Then all I have to do is put the strap on. And then I'm done. Okay, here we go. Smooth it down. Make sure it's even. It's nice and even. Line up. And this also is going to be a little bit, I have to cut, I guess, 2 of them to make it even over here. So I'm going to take those 2 strips and cut it so I could even it out. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so here we go. Make sure it's nice and even. Even it out and go through it and see if there's any gap open. And this is the way it should look. Okay, now I'm going to put the strap on, even though it's still a little bit wet, but just to finish up the video. And I did I did broke a needle trying to put this part on. Okay, so now to put the strap on as it is. Push it on the side, pull it into the side, this is kind of hard in here, huh? There we go. Doesn't really quite want to go in. There we go. We got it in. We got it in. I got it in. There we go. Push it sideways. Turn it sideways. Make sure you turn it for it could go the normal way, like that. Not this way, this way. All right. Okay. These straps are giving me kind of a little hard time over here to go in. So here we go again. Let's try this again. All right, get in there. Get in there. Some straps are just stubborn. Being a stubborn one. This one is just being a completely stubborn one. All right, so it's on. Now if you want to glue the back, you could glue the back if you want. You know, some people glue it if it's kind of too loose. If it's loose, but it's nice and tight. So I don't really need to glue it and stuff, but this is the way finishing looks like. All right, so, and here goes the other one. All done. All done. And that's the way it looks. All done.